Okay, so I went and got the correct U-joint for this particular truck, and it's got two different types of clips on here. So there is, because this has straps that hold it on the back, the rear diff, and it's not a yoke on either side, you've got these type of clips which go in here, and then these which go in the groove of the two that go into the straps, hold the straps. So they're different size, believe it or not. So we're just I'm gonna go in here with a piece of emery cloth. We're gonna clean this out. We're gonna clean that groove out with a pick. Okay. Like I said, two of the ridges in there for these seat clips, they don't go in the yoke. These two do. So, careful when you do these. Make sure your needle bearings don't fall down when you're doing this. You should be able to actually have to go this way. So what I'm going to do is probably start this one here, and then like that. Just tap at the gauge starting. See if I can get it in there this way or not. Or I'm going to have to do it again because I can't. Yeah. Feed it up. Center it up in that bottom one. Check your bearings, center it up. These went in pretty easy. Sometimes these can be really hard getting in there. I'm going to drive that in a little further because we're going to get that snap ring in here. See if that snap ring in. Where's my, okay, I can get that. Make sure that this gets all the way down in there. Which it is. It's actually all the way in there. Make sure. Should be able to spin this a little bit. Make sure it's seated. Same thing on the other side. These are actually going in really nice. Usually they're very difficult. I'll say that now. This one's not wanting to go in all the way for me. Yeah, I gotta drive this down. Well, that's nice because I don't like that. It's not the way it should be. Something's not quite right. Pull it apart, check it. Something's not right here. Something's not quite right. That's what you got to be careful of. A couple of those needle bearings fell down in there, so I've got to get them straightened out. That's what happened. That's what happens sometimes. You got to watch that. I've got to get them back in place, get them lined up. Get them all back where they should be. Where they're all lined up. You just see it the way it was sitting. Didn't look quite right. Okay, now they're in the right place. You can see the gap between the edge of the seal and the actual joint on the one side. It just didn't look right. And obviously it wasn't right. Let's get the other side. Let's try that again. That's a little better. Now, you get these in here, they feel a little tight because you've been tapping it back and forth. You have to basically reset it. So I just take the other side and tap it. Still don't like the way it feels. Take it to this side. That's worse. So it's tighter, so it's got to come back this way a little bit. You want to kind of center it. It should move pretty freely. Come on, keep pulling it off. Still about the way it feels. That's better. So it should move pretty freely. If it binds up on you, you have to kind of center it up between the snap rings and make sure it's free. Put the Zerk fitting in so don't forget it. And we'll put those snap rings on. You should be able to put them on. Just put the strap in. Let's see what size it is. Let's put our Zerk fitting in. We will grease these after we put them in the truck. Okay. Whoa. Look on there. These are always fun. All right, done with the rear. I'm gonna go through the same process here and put the U-joint in the bottom half. We have to figure out what to do with this one. But we obviously clean this out, put them in, put half. Kind of more along the lines of what I expected, a little tighter. Check the bearings. Everybody looks happy. Should be able to fit this in here, I think. Yep. Good. Good. Oh, there's my lemons. I gotta do a little better than that. Gotta do a little better than that. Yeah, that's a little better. See, this was locked up. That's what I was talking about before. Go back. There we go. Center it back up. Just shock it and center it back up. So now we'll just set that aside. Now we got to figure out what to do with this carrier bearing, because I really don't know yet what we have to do with it.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden it's done.
Yeah. So we took this and got it pressed on, and it was not bad. Had to take it over and shop press, which I don't have, so took it over and got it pressed. I really can't do this. Really hard to do without a shop press. I wouldn't even try it without a shop press. You're just asking for trouble. Now I just got to figure out one of these should. This should only go on one way. Just trying to figure out what way that is. Should be a double. Spacing.
Line up your arrows.
Do I have arrows? Oh, I do have arrows, don't I? Yes, it should go something right around like that.
Twist to view.
Yeah, just like that. Alright, so before we do that, I'm going to grease this. Line this back up, marks right on there. That's what that's for. It goes right on that collar. Okay. Now, I think I can reuse this band because I actually have the tool for this. So I'll try to reuse this. Otherwise, we'll use a zip tie. It'll work fine, but I'd really like to reuse this if I can. So we'll try, see if we can. The other way. Doesn't matter. It's easier for me to see it. tool and see if we can cinch that up. That's it. That's good to go.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. I was just testing you.
You're just testing me, huh? Alright. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Hopefully you can still see somewhat decently here. Should be able to, I think. Probably see better than before because we've got direct light on it. Let's start these. Alright, so mark here and mark here. We want to make sure that we line that up with that up because that's the way it came apart. Enough. Let the cap just come off. We can check it at least.
No, it's still good.
Yeah, that one's not giving me grief. This one, on the other hand, it's just giving me nothing but grief. Push right, pick it up a little bit. There we go. I'm trying to center it. Yeah, that's what you think. Let's support both of them now. That one's tight all the way in, so I'm gonna.
That one's good.
Good. Oh, we got it. Man, oh man.
Send it.
Man, that was brutal. That was brutal. Brutal. It took me like, what, 6 times, 7 times? But that's one of the things you need to look for. Look at that. Look how far that went. Yeah, push that way, way too far. And we'll put the snapper in and we'll push that back. Hopefully I'm still in the car. I don't know. Maybe something's going on. Maybe we'll be alright. Stay out of your light, which I won't, of course. That happens that way. You see how far past the light. That's in. Flip it. Flip it down.
Down far enough.
Yeah, it did. It went down. Yep, it's in. Flip it again. It's tight. Both sides, good. Now, push that down. Push that. There we go. Push that down again. Check this side. Yep. Now. Just want to get it centered up. Should move pretty easy. Which there's no binding here. I don't feel any binding or anything, so we're good. We're good to go. We're going to go underneath. That's it, because I spin it and it doesn't come out of there.
I'm looking at it. It's not.
It's in. That's in. That's in. But we'll pull it just to be sure.
Yeah, because I'm looking at that groove. This is above that groove. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely sends the groove down further.
Well, still doesn't seem to be right, does it? It is now.
There it is.
Flip it over, and I'm gonna shock it on this side, make sure this side's definitely in. Let's just shock it on this side to center it back up. No binding, feels good. Everybody's seated. We're good to go. All right, let's go put it back in. Ooh, that was fun. We're gonna put the yoke into the transmission, which is right above the camera. We're gonna slide that in, and then we're gonna put our carrier bearing up in the position. We're gonna slide this up. We want to see where our mark is in the back. So we want to get this close to where it should be here, which is this side. And it actually is pretty close to where it should be.
So this is the size for these.
Yeah,
well, you don't
that's
have to
okay.
look at that in there.
That's all right. We're gonna start them. I just need to hang it. So slide it to the back. Pick it up. Slide it to the back for me. Watch your back. You gotta pick that up. There you go. Good. You can't do that yet. So we gotta go past it and get this yoke in. We're gonna get the yoke in the front.
Right.
So we want to get this just about like it is, just about in that position. So just kind of wiggle it. There we go. Now you can pivot this. It's okay. We're going to try to get this in and started. Just to hang it loosely. I'm just seeing the back of my head. You got enough, just enough to keep it on there. All right, we'll just let that like that. Now we'll get the back lined up. Get that in place. All the way down here, put the straps back on. 1, 2, 3. I actually want to put, let me get some thread locker for these. I'm just going to line this up. Push it forward a little bit, and then push it back right in there. We've got our marks that we made in the beginning here to line it up. Just get this started. Is that side in? No, this side's not. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now we're talking. All right. Kind of running out of light here. It's nighttime now. It's taking a little bit of time to do it. I'm almost out of thread locker, but I had some enough left that I can get what I need for this. Bolt, let me have that bolt. I'm gonna get some thread lock. I don't have a lot left in this. Just need a little. Right, go ahead, start them in on your side. Make sure when you do this, the little C-clips that you put in, they're inside, that they're not jammed up in there. They ride right on the inside. We did check them. I'm just gonna snug them up. You're started?
Yeah.
And just You don't have to hit, you can get that top one, I can't see it. And just don't kill it, just snug it up, and I'm going to come back with my hand and torque it. Good. There. Get a ratchet. Just going to torque these down. And we're going to come back. We have to tighten up the carrier mount, which we'll do. And I had to put a Zerk fitting in that I forgot to put in this one, which fortunately Mitch saw. Tighten this up and then we'll tighten these up. Well, that's it for the 1999 GMC Sierra 4x4. Did the 2 U-joints on the rear shaft and the center carrier. I don't know if I got everything because my camera shut off, so I don't even know what I have yet. So we'll see, but 391,000 miles on that truck. Still running good. Runs real good. He said there used to be a vibration. There's no vibration now, so that's a good thing. That's probably the carrier bearing and the U-joint combined, really. But that's it. If you had to do this for your vehicle, I hope it helps you out. If you like the video, subscribe below. Thanks for watching.